People during this time, this global pandemic and crisis, what I've noticed most is that people don't trust anybody. They don't trust politicians. They don't trust experts, virologists. They don't trust the fake news. They don't know who to trust. There's so much conflicting information out there on what to do, what not to do, what's the right thing, the wrong thing. People don't know who to trust. Well, I'll tell you where one of the biggest dangers is out there, which is trusting yourself during these times. The biggest fake news during a crisis like this, a time like this, is most likely going to be your feelings, your emotional states, your thoughts, your inner talk, your inner dialogue. That is the place where we first all need to start, is inward versus outward. It's easy for us to look around the world and point fingers and tell people how full of shit they are and how little we can believe in what they say and what they do. But what about you? What about ourselves? One of the best things I've learned a long time ago is to mistrust myself, to separate myself from my feelings, my thoughts, my instincts, my impulses, my inner talk, inner dialogue, and to check myself before I wreck myself. To pause, analyze if I am in agreement and in alignment with what I'm feeling like right now, what I'm thinking right now, what I want to do right now impulsively before I go and do it. Especially in times like this. I'm telling you, if I am doing what I feel like doing right now, I would be fucked. Seriously. Because I only want to do shitty things. I want to eat poorly. I want to eat my feelings right now. Eat sugar and carbs all day long. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want to be on Twitter all day long, scrolling indefinitely, reading all the threads, reading all the experts' opinions, looking at all the statistics. Then what I want to do is eventually when I get overwhelmed, I want to go to YouTube and watch fights and podcasts and distract myself. I want to be on the couch all day long. And because I can't go and train Muay Thai or fighting, which I love and is my passion, and I can't go to the gym to do some weightlifting, I just want to not work out at all. I don't want to go out at all. And because when I do these things, I feel really, really bad, I want to retreat from the world. I don't want to respond to messages of friends and family members. I don't want to pick up the phone when people call me. I want to be alone. And then I get to a place where I don't want to be at, but I inevitably end up at, which is the place of depression and even more importantly, shame. Deep shame. Being ashamed of who I am and how I act. And I don't fucking want that. Who does? Nobody does. So, what do I do against all these things? Number one, I realize it's normal to feel this shitty. It's normal to have these feelings, these urges right now in a time where the anxiety meter is through the roof around the fucking globe, at a time where I am so worried about family members and loved ones and the economy and so many other things at a much higher level than I ever was before. It is normal for me to have all these bad instincts, all these bad emotions, all these impulses, indulgences. It's normal for me to want to do all these things that are bad for me and bad for the world. It's normal. So first and foremost, I forgive myself for feeling that way. And then second of all, I mistrust myself. I disconnect myself from my feelings and my thoughts, and I always check myself before I wreck myself. But my inner voice, today, my inner voice was like, fuck it, you've been working out the last 3 days, doing workouts that you didn't want to do, bodyweight workouts at home, going on runs you didn't want to go on. I don't have it in me today. That was my inner dialogue. It was like, today I just don't have it in me. You worked out yesterday, just skip today. I said fake news. I said this shit can't be trusted. This is fake news. It doesn't matter how you feel like, Stelly. It doesn't matter how you feel like. It doesn't matter what you did a couple of days ago. It doesn't matter if it's a global pandemic. It doesn't matter if it's cold outside. Get your ass outside and do your work. Do what you have committed yourself to do, no matter what. And I went out and I did some jump rope exercise for half an hour. Did I do it with the greatest energy ever? Did I do it with the best performance ever? No, but I sucked it up and I did it, and I felt a little bit better afterwards. I cooked really healthy food today. It was like a bunch of veggies and quinoa, and I didn't want to eat any of it. I wanted pizza. This is what I wanted. My body was like, pizza. I want to eat my feelings, and I don't feel well right now. And again, I was like, well, not trusting what my body wants. It doesn't matter what my body craves right now. I'm going to give my body what my body needs to perform at its best. I'm going to nurture my body. No matter if my body right now is like a little child that wants to eat chocolate all day long, I can't just give in to those emotions, those urges, those feelings. I'm in control. So shut the fuck up, buddy, and eat this good meal. And I did. I didn't feel like it, but I did it anyways. And even recording this video, honestly, I'll let you in on a secret. I don't feel like recording this video right now, right? I'd much rather be scrolling through Twitter and reading something else. I didn't feel like I had the passion or the energy or the insight to teach something, to share something with you today. I didn't felt like it at all. But it doesn't matter. I don't trust myself. And what I feel like today and these days, especially during a crisis, matters less than ever before. Every day I make a certain list of commitments, things I'm going to do today to make myself better, my family and loved ones better, the world better, my work better. And I go and do these things. And how I feel like and what my inner voice is telling me don't matter, right? It's all fake news to me. I don't trust a single word or a single feeling right now. And by the end of the day, these days, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't feel amazing. I'm not as energized as I usually am. Sometimes I'm quite exhausted, but you know what I don't have? I don't have shame. I don't have self-hate, which I would have if I did everything I felt like doing. And I feel like, you know what? Today was tough, but I hung in there. I did my best. I can go to sleep and feel okay with myself. And tomorrow's going to be another day, and I'm going to try to do my best. And that's all I can wish for you. Learn to distrust yourself. Learn to focus on yourself first. And make sure that you check yourself, that you don't just give in to your impulses, your feelings, your states. You're in a talk right now, because in a time like this, you probably cannot trust yourself. If you want to talk about this more, if you want to ask questions, if you want to exchange stories, ideas, thoughts, I always love to hear from you. Send me an email, stellyfd@gmail.com. Until next time, let's go get them.